Hello today, and basically we're going to be talking about when you bought a game back in the day. Just say, let's take Batman the movie, which came out the same time as the film did, I think, in about 1989. So this game back in the day cost $9.95. So because this is how much games were if you bought something like Batman or a movie tie-in or an arcade tie-in or whatever, a conversion. So we've got an example here, Outrun. This was a classic arcade game back in the 80s, and it was converted to most major computer or computer system back in the day. And also this would cost you £9.99, 10 quid was probably the maximum amount you would pay for an 8-bit game. Well, I say an 8-bit game, on tape, because these are on cassette. As you can see, that was the data, that's just a soundtrack. So yeah, you was paying about, at the most, for a game on tape, $9.99. I think it was the same with like the PlayStation times, when it's been out a few years, it came out on Platinum for a bit cheaper price. It might have started off as 20 quid and went on Platinum for 10 quid because the game has been out for about a year or so. It was the same with these. So Ocean Software, they was known for their movie tie-ins and their arcade conversions, same as with US Gold. I know there's other software, Imagine Software, which was taken over by Ocean Software. So what happened after a year or something? The game is sold, but they can't sell any more copies. So what do? They re-release it. I know I haven't got a budget version of this, but I believe it was the Hit Squad that Ocean owned, and this became the budget label of Ocean. So it would be re-released on this size cassette for about $2.99. Obviously this is short circuit, but that's what would happen. And obviously the case is smaller, you don't get much. As you can see with this, you get a nice box. The presentation's quite nice. You may get a poster, you might get a sticker, but at the end of the day it's still the same game. And even when the game loads, you can see Ocean Software come on it, so they don't tamper with the game at all. So you get the same game, but it'll just come out on budget like this. The same with US Gold. Do I have a? Yeah. So I believe this was US Gold's budget label, Kicks. I don't know. I'm sure it is. I don't know. Because US Gold, I think they owned Epic Software and Access Software, different software houses, or they just published it. US Gold. So this was their budget label, I think, because I think Spy Hunter was a US Gold game. But also you had your budget software. They just concentrate on cheap games. And the first one was Mastertronic. You can buy a game as little as $1.99 when it was released back in the early 80s. $1.99, 2 quid. That you're buying a full game for 2 quid. Where can you buy a game? Where can you buy a game for 2 quid now? It's probably going to be second-hand PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 game, because all PlayStation, Xbox games, they depreciate. Once you buy them, they're just like cars, they just depreciate so rapidly. When the next new game comes out, or the new system, especially when the new systems come out, especially the PlayStation 2 games, people were spending like about 30 quid on a game, and they buy them second-hand for about a quid, 2 quid. So the depreciation on modern games is quite high. I'd say. But these are still, you probably still, if you see these on eBay, you're probably looking at about £2 to £3. I don't know. So really, these might stay about the same price as you originally bought them, or they go up, because these are pretty much collectors now. So what we have here is like your budget title. You had Mastertronic, and I believe Codemasters, because Codemasters was set up by the Darling brothers, and I believe they used to work for Mastertronic, so they left Mastertronic and started up their own company, Codemasters. And Codemasters are still going today. I believe they're still run by the Darling brothers. So I think they charged the low amount was £2.99. You could buy a game, and Codemasters games were brilliant. Big fan of Codemasters, because I had the Amstrad back in the day. These are all Commodore 64 games, by the way. I had the Amstrad back in the day, and Codemasters games on that was brilliant. I really liked Codemasters. I did like Mastertronic, but with games like this, you do take a risk, because obviously, like, you do see the screenshots. But Mastertronic games, you didn't really get any screenshot. It was just like the cover art. They think, oh, that looks good. For £1.99, you took risks. I bought some good games. I also bought some pretty bad games back in the day, just because I looked at the cover art and thought, oh, that's good. That looks good. I'll buy that. What else did we have? Firebird Software. Well, this is a company that really did publish rubbish. I had a lot of bad Codemasters games. Firebird, sorry, I don't want to put I do apologise for that, saying Codemasters, because they were brilliant. I meant Firebird Software, which was owned by British Telecom, or today's BT, that obviously are not going anymore. But yeah, Firebird did produce some rubbish games, but they did produce some good games on their Silverbird label, which was, I don't know, they charged £2.99 for Silverbird games, which were slightly better, but Firebird games were £1.99, and a lot of them were pretty rubbish. And we get other stuff like Bug Buy. There's other companies out there. There's so many back in the day. And also, which I forgot to mention, if I can find it, I'll be right back. Talking about full, like, arcade conversions, and Elite, they were another one. They had the license to convert Paperboy. Elite budget title, but I don't think they charged as high as the $9.99. I think it was in the region of $5.99. Could be wrong, but I only remember buying it. I remember buying this on the Amstrad actually, and I think it was $5.99, $4.99. I can't remember, but it might have started out as $9.99 because it was an arcade conversion. And the budget side, the budget label was Encore, which they could, once it's been out for a while, they sold it, re-released it, and sold it for $2.99. Or if you was lucky, which I was a big fan of these, which are compilation packs. What will happen once they've been out for a year, they might come out with a compilation pack, which usually they charge about $9.99 for. So if you didn't buy any of the games back in the day for the full price, after a year they'll bring out a compilation pack, and I really was like the compilation packs. That's what I tended to focus on back in the day, buying compilation packs, because you get all the games for, 5 games, say, for $9.99, which is pretty good, which is something I don't think they do anymore. With like PlayStation games, PC games, I know they did with PC games bring out compilation packs, as I had a few compilation packs for the PC. But for PlayStation, more modern games now, I don't think they bring out compilation packs, and I do miss that. I do miss that about the old games. I also, for the Amiga, I had compilation packs. and well, games were a little bit more expensive for the Amiga. There was a highest price was about 25, 35 quid, I think. I paid. I think this is 30 quid. I can't remember. I paid for an Amiga game. But these compilation packs were great. Or you might be lucky to get one with I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games on this. So yeah, and I think this might have been $9.99 once again. And you got some good games on it. Okay, Carnoff was rubbish, but I think the rest of the games were pretty good. Especially Target Renegade, Platoon, Barbarian. That was a fantastic game. Predator, that was alright. Yeah, so you got some good games there for a good price. And what else do we have? Because there were obviously Ocean games, or Imagine game, because there was owned by Ocean anyway. Obviously this one was Ocean. I know Super Sprint was Electric Dreams, I know Renegade was Imagine, Rampage was Activision, IK Plus was System 3, and Barbarian was Palace Software. So you got a mixture there, but obviously published by Ocean was the compilation pack. And we got a US Gold one here. Gauntlet, yes, US Gold, that was definitely US Gold. Ace of Aces, Leaderboard, US Gold. Winter Games was Epics, but I know that it was owned by US Gold. Infiltrator, once again, US Gold. So yeah, this was a good compilation pack. So yeah, but you don't get these don't get them in modern games now. There's something I do miss. I don't play a lot of modern games these days, because I think eventually everything will be all downloadable, and you won't get a package, which you do miss. You miss the box. I do miss the boxes. Everything. If you do buy a game, you sort of like a DVD cover or a Blu-ray like case now, and just you don't even get a set of instructions. You don't get nothing else really with the game, just a disc. And then once you buy the game, you got to download it, download some more content or whatever, update it. And we also got an Ocean game, RoboCop 2. This was on cartridge. They did charge a little bit more for cartridges actually, because there was a lot more to manufacture. Cartridge, yeah, but the beauty about the cartridge, you just pop it in and it's loaded instantaneously. So these sort of days I do miss about gaming. I just don't think, well, a younger generation wouldn't know anyway, but to me, it was just like the cover of the cover art, the presentation of the box, the whole thing really. Then you get the cassette out and load it. Yeah, you just got what you get, you know. It was good. As I say, you get the odd bonuses sometimes when you get like a sticker or a poster, but I don't know, you just don't get that with modern gaming anymore. But well, probably people don't want it, I don't know, but it just added to the presentation of the package, I say. Anyway, I think I've waffled on a bit too much about this subject. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, and goodbye.